Hello, beautiful people. How are you all doing out there? My name is Meg Moonbeam, and welcome back to the Daily Astro Show here on the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. Very happy to be here with you all today during this very interesting day, as I'm sure you guys are also feeling. It's a very interesting day with some of the news that's come out on Friday, May 31st. And as always in the Daily Astros, we're going to talk about the daily astrology horoscope for the day. But since it's a Friday, we're also going to get into the rest of the weekend because I do these Daily Astros Monday to Friday. So we'll do a bit of a weekend horoscope for all of us. Nice to see everybody in the live chat. Hello, Soul Speak. Hello, Sharon. And hello, Lou. Very nice to see you all. Thank you for joining me here. So yeah, please remember, you guys, to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam YouTube and Rumble channels, as well as the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channels. And I do offer personal astrology consultations that are available at consultations.beyondmystic.net. The link is in the description box below if you'd like more of a personal astrological reading with me during these very, very funky times. So let me know in the comments how everyone's feeling today. I know to me, it's feeling like a bit of a weird day, waking up and hearing about, the news about Trump. And actually, as I'm filming this Daily Astro Show, Jean-Claude and Janine are live over on the Beyond Mystic Rumble doing a special Trump decode episode. So you guys go check that out if you're interested in that. But yeah, last night we filmed an episode of Beyond the News. And I was very happy to join JC and Janine for that on the Beyond Mystic Rumble. And when we finished, it was really late for me because I'm in Belgium. So I'm 6 hours ahead of Eastern time at the moment. And I went to bed. I didn't wait to hear what the verdict was with Trump. And then waking up this morning and seeing the guilty verdict, right? And I'm feeling in the collective unconscious today a lot of like heaviness around that, sadness around that, disappointment around that. And just in general, it's not even, with that Trump news, but just in general, it feels like there's this tiredness in the collective unconscious. We're tired. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling the tiredness of just all the BS and the lies and the mind control. And then hearing about this, Trump verdict, it's like, oh, another thing, another very interesting thing that is not as it seems, right? Carolyn says, you feel like the really big show is about to start. Yeah, it kind of does. I've been hearing a lot of people say that. It kind of does feel like that. Gary says, I'm feeling weighted down a bit, but good other than that. Well, I'm happy to hear that you're feeling good. Yeah, I'm feeling good too. Just noticing there's a heaviness in the collective today. I mean, it's pretty crazy that a former president of the United States has been convicted, is a felon, right? It's just like so ridiculous. So we're going to look at the chart for today and this weekend, but I actually want to start with bringing up the chart for Trump. Okay. And what's interesting about Trump at the moment is that Trump has his midheaven at 24 degrees of Taurus. And in the current astrology, if we bring up the chart for today, Uranus is at exactly 24 degrees of Taurus conjunct Mercury. So Trump right now is having exact what we call transit Uranus conjunct his midheaven, which only happens, you only have Uranus conjunct your midheaven every 80 something years. So it's very rare. It's not a very often astrological transit. And Uranus is the planet that rules unpredictability, shocks, surprises. It's a very unstable energy. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me as an astrologer that Trump has Uranus conjunct his midheaven, and there's some pretty shocking events and things that are going on. But what I want to share with you guys as well is that Trump is a Sun in Gemini, North Node in Gemini, and Uranus in Gemini. So what have we had since last week? We've just had Jupiter ingress into Gemini, which is actually really positive for all the Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So yes, he's received this guilty verdict, right? But I think moving past today, moving past the next couple weeks, it's actually going to backfire on the dark arts people that have put this onto him. And I think it's going to actually be positive for him in the long run, with Jupiter being in his sign. So just wanted to share that for those of you who may be interested about the astrology of Trump at the moment. He's having Uranus right on his midheaven. Very unexpected events, very unexpected change in public reputation, right? And ever since last night, today, when Mercury has gone into exact conjunction with Uranus, he's had a big change in his reputation of now being called a convicted supposed felon, right? So it's very Uranian. But bringing up the chart for today, May 31st, 2024, today we're having exact Mercury Uranus conjunction in the sign of Taurus, which conjunctions are neutral astrological aspects. So we can be receiving the positive influences of those two together, but in conjunction, we can also be receiving the more adverse negative influences of those two together. And Uranus is at his fall position of Taurus. Mercury feels quite slowed down in the sign of Taurus, and being at 24 degrees, it's interesting because 24 degrees is a Pisces degree and deals with jails, people being convicted, felons, criminals, all that kind of stuff. So we received news, Mercury rules news today, that was very, very shocking yesterday and today, Uranus shocking, regarding 24 degrees, jail, imprisonment, conviction. So it's interesting how that actually shows up in the collective with that very big dramatic news with Trump. But in our personal lives, this Mercury-Uranus conjunction can be bringing us really great insights. These are the two of the planets, Mercury and Uranus, that rule insights, divine inspiration, intelligence in whatever area of life that we have 24 degrees of Taurus in our chart. So if you feel like looking, see where you have 24 degrees of Taurus in your birth chart, because that's where you're having this Uranus-Mercury conjunction transit over. And today you can be receiving a really big clarity, divine insight about that particular area of life that conjunction is hitting. There can also be innovative information to help us move forward into the future in that particular area of life. And I can see today, even though we've received very weird news in the collective with Trump, I can see today there even being a positive news coming out today, possibly regarding, Uranian type things, technology, social media, humanitarianism. So I've been working all day today preparing I'm about to be doing an astrology level 2 class on the Beyond Mystic Academy. So I actually haven't had a chance to look at any of the news today, other than when I first woke up. But I'll have to do that later and see what's going on, because this is a day where there can be a lot of unexpected news, information. Uranus is unexpected things, Mercury is information that we can be learning about in our personal lives and also in the collective. So that conjunction is exact today, but we're in the influence of it all weekend as we go into Saturday, June 1st, as we go into Sunday, June 2nd. They are within a 4-degree orb for the whole weekend. So very, very strong conjunction. And today is the last day of May as I'm filming this video. And when we get into tomorrow, Saturday, June 1st, oh my goodness, it's going to be the first day of June. So I wanted to share with you all some of the key astrological dates for the month of June, which is going to be very jam-packed with Gemini transits. Happy June to everybody. Wishing you all a very joyful, magical Gemini season and month of June. So actually, Sunday, June 2nd, we're going to be having an exact Jupiter in Gemini in trine to Pluto in Aquarius. I'll talk about that in a minute or two when I bring up the chart for Sunday. June 4th, we're going to have a Venus cazimi, Sun conjunct Venus exact, and on the same day, Mercury conjunct Jupiter exact. On June 6th, we're going to have a very beautiful, uplifting new moon in Gemini. June 8th, Mars ingresses into Taurus. And June 14th, Sun conjunct Mercury, a Mercury cazimi with Mercury in his home sign of Gemini. So that's going to be a very auspicious and special day. You know, Mercury cazimis are where we receive divine insights directly from source, creative inspiration and clarity. And Mercury is in his home sign of Gemini. So that's going to be really, really strong on that day. And then June 17th, Mercury in Gemini, his home sign, in square to Neptune in Pisces, his home sign. So that's going to be a little bit of a tense day, weird day, some weird information coming out to the public, probably around the medical institution, pharmaceutical products, if you guys know what I'm talking about. That'll be a very interesting day to pay attention to in those regards. And also on June 17th, Mercury enters Cancer. Then we have the summer solstice, June 20th, which is when the sun ingresses into Cancer. And the very next day, on June 21st, a full moon in Capricorn. We're going to have 2 full moon in Capricorns in a row this June and July. Very interesting. And then June 29th, Granddaddy Saturn goes retrograde in the sign of Pisces until November 15th. So by the end of June, we will have Pluto and Granddaddy Saturn both in retrograde motion. So those are some of our main transits. As we enter the month of June, and when we get into Saturday and Sunday, we'll be out of, moon in Pisces. We'll have the moon in Aries Saturday and Sunday. So emotionally, we're really feeling a need for freedom, independence, to be in our boundaries and our sovereignty. And I think we'll be seeing this weekend, with the moon in Aries, we've also got the North Node in Aries, and we're having that Chiron Mars conjunction as well in Aries. We're really starting to feel the emotions of maybe some of the news that's come out this past week and how that's really affecting us on the emotional level. I think we could see some people in the public eye, leaders, politicians ruled by Aries, make maybe some very passionate speeches about freedom, about what's been, coming out with Trump ever since yesterday. And we can be feeling, us freedom lovers can be feeling collectively with that Chiron Mars conjunction, really like the wound of how screwed up certain institutions are, how much our power has been given away in certain ways to, the elites, to darker institutions. And I think we'll be feeling intense emotions around that this weekend, and people in the public eye will be maybe getting quite emotional about that, about freedom and independence this weekend. But we're also being inspired to continue to be bold, to continue to be brave, to continue standing up for freedom and what's right. So people can be feeling really fiery and passionate and emotionally reactive as we get into Saturday and Sunday. And on Sunday, June 2nd, we're going to have that beautiful exact Jupiter, lucky ducky Jupiter, in exact trine to Pluto. Jupiter at 1 degrees of Gemini, an Aries degree, and Pluto at 1 degrees of Aquarius. So, I've been talking about in preparation for this Gemini season that we are now in, it is going to be so much really intense information all coming up at the same time. We've already started to experience that. And when we get into Sunday, this can be information in the collective, because Pluto in Aquarius rules the collective, being released regarding new innovations, new inventions. I've been making the prediction for a while that, Pluto in Aquarius in these first degrees that we're having in 2024, 2025, 2026 is going to bring amazing healing modalities and inventions that we've been waiting for, that can basically heal, any kind of disease or illness. Maybe there's going to be a development in that this weekend on particular Sunday. So let's pay attention to that. But there will be news and information coming out to the public Sunday and, this weekend and going into next week with this Jupiter trine Pluto that is uplifting Jupiter. It is empowering Pluto for humanity. So this is a pretty strong weekend astrologically, where it's not a boring energy at all. I think if you wanted to be glued to the alternative news or Telegram or something like that, or podcast, there's going to be like nonstop developments of information coming out, which I don't think is the most positive thing for us to be doing right now. I think it's very important for us to be mindful of when we need to maybe take a break from the amount of information that's coming out, or the news, a social media break, because it's a lot. And this weekend with the moon in Aries, we can be feeling more emotionally reactive to certain information that is coming out. So let me know in the comments how you're feeling about what I've shared so far. And oh no, 9 Lives Energy, you say, I will miss the astrology course today, about to teach a fitness drumming class. Well, you're going to kick ass in your fitness drumming class, and we're going to miss you in the class, but we'll see you next week, 9 Lives Energy. Go have a very nice fitness drumming class. So yeah, that's actually a good segue. Thank you, 9 Lives Energy, for me to share that I am hosting Astrology Level 2 over on the beyondmystic.academy, where ever since the end of April, going all the way until the end of June, I've been hosting live classes at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fridays, going deeper into the Western astrology. And we're getting all into aspects, degrees, asteroids, advanced interpretations, and more. So go check that out at the Beyond Mystic Academy. I'd be honored to be your astrological guide and teacher if you'd like to learn more about that. And also, again, I do offer personal astrology consultations at consultations.beyondmystic.net. And the link is in the description box in this video. And as always, for Beyond Mystic viewers, we have 10% off discount code, which is Beyond Mystic, all in one word, that you can use when you get your next private reading with me. I love you all so, so much, and I'm wishing you a very magical weekend with all this Gemini influence and this Jupiter trine Pluto. So have an amazing weekend, everybody, and I will see you on Monday. And if you're in the astrology class, I'll see you in 9 minutes. Love you guys. Bye.